So much. In this morning's look at 10 years later after the civil unrest in Cincinnati, we focus on jobs in the tri-state. Are companies starting to hire again? Are applicants qualified for the positions? Let's turn to the owner of Harper Oil Products, Stephen Harper. He's here with us this morning. Good morning. It's good to have you with us.
Good morning, Janelle.
Well, let's begin with what you actually do at your company. We may be using your products. We may not even know it.
Well, most everyone uses our products. We distribute petroleum products, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants, basically to the Golden Triangle of Kentucky and the fringe Ohio and Indiana counties. We also operate a small chain of convenience stores known as Hop Shops.
Oh, wow.
And a Dairy Queen.
So you are all over the place.
Yes.
Well, first of all, tell us about the job market out there today, including for your company. Are things starting to kind of change?
Things are changing. I've got a friend that runs a machine tool company in Boone County, and he told me that as of last summer, he was not able to find workers. Or excuse me, he had no work to give workers. Since that time, he said he can't hire enough workers. But the problem is he interviews quite a bit more people than he hires because they're just not qualified for the jobs that he's got.
What's going on with that? Is it that people just haven't been trained for those type of jobs, or that they were working other kind of positions, laid off, and then they're trying to find some type of work? I
think that's it. You know, people getting laid off from jobs. A friend of mine was just laid off after 32 years in doing a job, but he's not qualified to go into this machine tool business because it requires a different kind of training. So we have to promote lifelong learning in order for people to stay qualified for the jobs that are available. We don't make buggy whips anymore. We have to move on with what the economy is producing.
Is it possible then for people to go back to school or even take some classes or something where they can get qualified for these type of positions? Are there those type of opportunities out there?
Absolutely. Gateway Community and Technical College is a wonderful resource for training. Brighton Centers provides jobs training. The Urban League provides training.
Are you optimistic about the job market in general here in the tri-state? Because there are a lot of people still out of work.
I am optimistic. I'm hearing anecdotal evidence that things are picking up, but I'm also concerned that the product that I sell, gasoline, has gotten to be so high because of fear of what's going on in the Middle East. Right now there's plenty of supply there, but if things start happening in Saudi Arabia like they're happening in Libya and other places now, those increased petroleum prices will put a damper on the economy.
Is there any advice or any suggestions that you would give to someone listening today and saying, hey, they either want to find work or maybe just make a transition? Anything they can do? You mentioned going back to school too.
Well, going back to school is certainly one thing to get new training. Also, I think a person needs to think about how they present themselves when they come in. And finally, for young people, social media. Social media is a wonderful resource, but it needs to be used properly. I see some things posted in social media sites, and employers are looking at that. And if they see that, they won't hire if it's stuff that doesn't represent that person well.
Very good advice for people to follow out there. Watch what you put out there on Twitter and Facebook.
Right.
Never know who's looking. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the advice.